Hello, my name is Eva Rosa Santos, and I'm talking from Angola, Luanda, and it's an immense pleasure to be with all of you. Unfortunately, due to professional commitments, I couldn't join you, but I hope that the event is going the best way possible that I believe it will. So let me share some thoughts, but before of that, let me thank, first of all, Dr. Natalie for the invitation to make part of this amazing conversation related to leadership, female leadership, and the challenge that we have. And also the importance it is to work and do this all research and bring so many different voices all over the globe, if I may say this way, and bringing them here for us to be together in this international conference organized by Applied Research. I would like also to leave a thanks note to the University of London, London and Oxford. And so it's an immense pleasure to have once again voice in order to talk about this so sensitive goal. Let me share a little of my experience about it. I am the first woman of my family, for example, to go to the university. And this is important, very important for me because that have opened the doors for my family also and for many others that when we believe in ourselves, it's possible. And it is possible to achieve much more. And therefore, when I created female leadership in Angola, that is this amazing background that you have, and we already have 5 years. Our goal was, and it is still now, to raise the voice of women, bringing more awareness about this topic related to female leadership, and how we can, in fact, make a difference together. Because unfortunately, we still have a long path to and the word was just fine, but we still have a long path in order to have the real empathy related to leadership and skills. And it's not just because we want that we'll achieve it, but it's because we want, we have the skills, and we in fact will achieve that. But in order for that to happen, we have to be together, women and men. We have to talk more about it, inclusion, diversity, and also believing first as women, we have to believe in ourselves that we in fact can raise our voices as leaders. And secondly, outside to the others, we must also believe that a woman can bring more results, and we are in a space of research of school, university, and you all have the numbers that say that. It's not me from Angola that will tell you that. So therefore, if we have this ability to believe in ourselves that we have a voice and we can raise it, and then we'll have the opportunity also to bring that to the common space and then make the difference about female leadership. And that is what we are doing. That is what we want to achieve. We want to impact in 5,000 women in order to have more clarity, more awareness, to believe them in themselves, to make a difference, a positive and constructive difference, and through knowledge, through development, because all my experience, past experience, has came from the areas of women resources. I study psychology, social and organization psychology in Portugal, and bringing this in my daily life when I was also HR director just bring me the awareness and the importance of learning, of development, of skills. And without that, you can have a dream, but then do you have the skills that will be necessary to make this difference? Do you have the skills to have a strong and raise your voice? Do you have the skills that we are talking in order to make this positive change and to have a more balanced world? So this is so important. And I just love the fact that we are talking about it and bringing it in this challenge about um, the social challenge and making the difference. Let me share a small story about how we started our scholarships that we called Ermelinda Scholarship. And that happens because we had, and I say we because we don't do nothing alone. So this is a partnership also with Big Mushima and Space Lotus, that are two other partners that are with us in the scholarships. And our goal is how can we help and support young women in order to have their voice being raised through knowledge, through finalizing their schools. And here the target are women that are still in first home oh sorry um, they're homeless and they are in their orphanage. So how can you bring that to these young girls? How can you support them to finalize their schools? Because one of the major problems is that they have to leave the school while they are 18. They leave the orphanage when they are 18. So how they will continue to study, how will develop their skills, how they will integrate in this society that is so challenged that we have. And so we have given the name of Ermeline. That was one of the women that we had in our program. And she, unfortunately, she died. And she was one of our mentees because we have started this before COVID, a program with eight young women and eight mentors, and we wanted to support and leverage them, especially the ones that were already in the university. And suddenly she dies. Social impact. A young girl, 21 years old, that was already on university. She was doing law school, and then suddenly she goes like that. And we don't know until now what happened. So our goal was how we can continue her legacy, because despite the fact she was in orphanage, she had a family. They didn't have the money to pay her school. Then she was there. And she was, with the money that she was raising, because she was already working, she was supporting leverage her family. So this is important, how you bring this awareness to the other girls and how we can maintain this legacy that she was so inspirational. So we started the scholarships, Bolsa Melinda. We are now in our third year, and we have started with 13 girls, and now we want to achieve 100, because last year we have passed to uh, 30, 40 scholarships, and now we want almost achieve the 100. That will depend of who supports us. But this is supporting and leverage the voice of these future leaders of our society. This is bringing the best we can, also bringing them the opportunity to finalize their schools and not to go for other spaces and not having these opportunities. The other major goal when talk about leadership, female leadership is how we can, in fact, already raise the voice of women that are already leaders, right? I talked earlier that one of the challenges is how we as women, and put aside this imposter syndrome and all these other beliefs that we have, but how can we, in fact, bring more strength, support, and help these women to achieve more? So that has been through coaching, mentoring, leverage these women, and hoping that when we touch the level of one of these women, she will have the multiple effect, because she will definitely leverage other women. And at the same time, it's like role models, and we need so good role models. So please, we have to be role models of each other, and we must support each other's. Otherwise, we'll continue to listen. Women do not support each other, all those stereotypes that we have. So, my message today is, in fact, um, all the steps that we do, and sometimes they are very challenging. And I know that I'm on an entrepreneurship side now, because after 25 years of working in organizational worlds, multinational companies, I decided to be entrepreneur. Decided to raise more the voice of our women, to support them, to leverage them, to coach, mentoring, and to be one valid voice, not the only one, because we are not alone. We need to be together. And one of these examples is Dr. Natalie, that invited me to be here with you. And we support each other in order to go more and to achieve more. And that is the space I believe we still need to do and believe. So I will leave this final message. That is, what are you doing, in fact, as a woman, to raise your voice in leadership? But if you are a man, and or if you do not believe in this topic, at least what are you doing to support and leverage? Because it's so important to be together, so important to bring more and make together a positive change in a world where we still have so many bias against women. So this is my message for you. It is an immense pleasure, and I hope you'll have an amazing event. Thank you very much.